Welcome in, everybody. It's New Stuff Tuesday. How you doing? We got all sorts of things. We're going to talk about elk viewing. You know me. The TWRA and I are just like this. I just love all the stuff they do, and we're talking about elk viewing, and it's kind of a cool thing. I love finding things, especially if you've got kids, you got grandkids. You can take them to sightsee and see something experiential that's going to be so cool. These kids will talk about it for the rest of their lives. They may not remember every gift, but they remember every place that you spent time with them. They really do. And we've got a place coming up we'll tell you about. And we have the 53rd Nashville Film Festival coming up. We have got a place to get some free trees. You want some new stuff in your garden? We got that taken care of. Plus, we're going to talk about what Tom Wopat's going to be doing this weekend. Yes. But first, we're going to take a look at that new elk viewing center.
Today, we are naming this tower the Terry and Jane Lewis Elk Viewing Tower.
Well, it's a wonderful day. It's been a long journey. We certainly want to thank all the volunteers that helped put this tower together and this viewing area for all the people to come and see. One of our efforts was to create a high probability of viewing opportunities, and I think you have it right here.
They want to share these elk, these creatures with the world. And that's why this tower is here, because of that desire to help others experience what they love and to make it easy for them to do that.
Today, 48% of the land of Campbell County is public land, one of the highest percentages in the eastern United States. Cooter worked with TWRA. The Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation led the process and the public comment for the reintroduction of elk on the wildlife management area in 1999. Also led the subsequent opening of the first hunt for elk, and still manages the food plots with the help of Terry and Jane to enhance these animals in this habitat. Cooter also put the first viewing tower up. And then we're lucky today that we're completing the first phase of the new tower complex.
It's one of the few places that has a live cam that you can actually view elk. And the first wild elk herd was seen to roam in Tennessee since the 1860s. There's also a University of Tennessee Knoxville study that estimates there's about 16,000 visitors that come here annually to come and view the elk at the tower. So that's a big driver for the local economy and the local community as well. So it's really a win-win for wildlife and conservation and for the community.
From Campbell County, Tennessee, Office of County Mayor, a proclamation of bugling season 2022. Whereas citizens in our fair county recognize the value of conservation, and whereas the North Cumberland elk herd is a conservation victory, and whereas Campbell County led all 95 Tennessee counties in tourism sales growth in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, with 4.1 million in sales growth over the previous year. Whereas the Hatfield Knob Tower was one big reason for that growth, and knowing that our community loves and nurtures these outdoor resources, I, E.L. Morton, Mayor of Campbell County, Tennessee, upon this occasion of the new tower dedication, proclaim the months of August and September 2022 as bugling season 2022 in Campbell County, Tennessee.
We welcome everybody to come and enjoy the wildlife as we do.
Well, happy Saturday. I'm Terry Williams-Nutter with the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber of Commerce, where we eat, shop, play, and keep it local. Today we are keeping it local at a grand opening, ribbon cutting for Gandy Seafood and Cajun Market on Lebanon Pike, 3441 Lebanon Pike, Suite 113. And I'm here with Kojo. I was going to say owner Kojo, and I get my words mixed up. Owner Kojo Asante. And he's going to tell us about all that's going on today and what this place is that smells so fantastic. Tell us about it.
So we are a fresh seafood market with a great Cajun line, and what we're going to do is take a quick tour of the place, and we're going to talk about what we do. So if you look in our freezer section, we have a great selection anywhere from soft shell crabs to crawfish pies to frog legs. We even got a whole gator in there. From boudin balls to boudin crawfish sausage to crawfish tails and andouille sausage. So a great selection there. We make our own dips and sauces, from crab dip to shrimp dip to crab cakes, Maryland and Louisiana. We also have oysters. We can do oysters 5 different ways: raw, baked, Chesapeake, blue cheese, Cajun, Rockefeller. Great selection of dry goods. You can take it home and do it yourself. Anywhere from that original root beer concentrate to crawfish boils to Slap Your Mama, which is our best seller here. And behind you is our seafood display. So we keep a great rotation of Gulf seafood. Most of our fish is from the Gulf. All our shrimp is Gulf shrimp. Anywhere from mussels, clams, scallops, royal reds peeled into vein or shell on, oysters, Gulf shrimp headless but shell on, redfish, catfish, of course because we're in the South, pompano, grouper, sea bass, our best seller, redfish or amberjack, and salmon, some Faroe Island salmon, some crab claws, some lobster tails, Dungeness crab, snow crab. So our menu, we run daily specials every day, anywhere from lobster mac and cheese to shrimp creole. On the weekend, we run chef specials. So you can essentially just think of us like a create your own type of place. You come in and you say, I want a pound of this, a fillet of this, with a la carte size, and we make it for you.
So today you're running all your specials.
Yes, we are.
And also create your own boils.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So you come in and you say, well, I don't really know what I want, but I want some scallops, I want some mussels, and I want some shrimp. You tell me how much of it you want. We put it all together with our house seasoning, and you choose your size, and you take it home and enjoy it.
And so they can get this, anything here, they can get it raw,
They
or
can
take
get-
it home and prepare it, or you will cook it and prepare it for
Or
them.
we will cook it and prepare it for you. That's correct.
Awesome. Any other specials or things coming up in the future that we need to know about?
Well, today we are giving away that whole gator in there. So put your name in the hat. Hopefully you can win a gator. The best way to cook it is to smoke it.
That was going to be my question. What do you do with the whole gator?
You smoke it. Do not fry it.
Is
please.
it already ready to go, like the skin is off of it?
Yes, you just saw it. It's got the head and the tail on it.
I know, but everybody else didn't see it, so I laughed.
But yeah, so hopefully we can give away that gator today. But I mean, we run great chef specials on the weekend. Stuffed salmon is our #1 seller. We either do it Rockefeller style or crab stuffed salmon, and a lot of people love it.
That's awesome. You know, this is one of the benefits of being a member of the chamber, and our ambassadors showed up today, and some of our other chamber members. We had about 30 people here for a ribbon cutting and to get them kicked off. So come on out, support. Their hours are
From 11:30 to 8. On the weekend, 11:30 to 8:30. So Saturdays, Fridays and Saturdays, we close at 8:30. Every other day, we close at 8 o'clock, and we're open at 11:30 every day.
Can't wait to dig into some of these goodies. Y'all come on out, have a great Saturday, and support local.
I love supporting local, and I knew we did run that story on Menu Monday, but it is New Stuff Tuesday. I want to make sure you know about that, because did you check out seafood that actually comes from the Gulf? When you get seafood, especially when you get crawfish, catfish, tilapia, stuff like that, a lot of it's imported from overseas. I'm just not going to tell you that it's just like, I don't know what they have in their waters. I don't know the whole deal, but I do know if it's Louisiana seafood, Florida seafood, Gulf seafood, that's the stuff right there. And I just encourage you to just check out Gandy's Seafood. It's just a brand new place. And I just love being able to turn you guys on to some particularly wonderful, wonderful places. Hey, we're going to be talking about where Tom Wopat is going to be this weekend, coming up in just a few. But before that, we're going to talk about homesteading. Yesterday, Kenny here in the office says, you know what homesteading is? It used to be people had farms. Now they have homesteads. It just means that everything from there is more expensive. Well, maybe so. But isn't everything more expensive everywhere? Let's talk about homesteading. And here's a young lady who is doing it right.
Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. I got a good audience. Am I gonna have 4 broody hens by the end of the day? I might. So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. If you're new to the channel, thank you for following us. We appreciate you being here. We hope you come along for our homesteading journey here in East Tennessee. Speaking of East Tennessee, I'm locking my silkies back in so they're safe. Speaking of East Tennessee, y'all are loving it now, ain't you? Let's talk about it. Here we are. We're kind of coming out of peak in terms of the leaves because we got some rain and some wind. But there is not a more beautiful place on planet Earth than East Tennessee and the Smoky Mountains and into western beautiful North Carolina this time of year. If you've ever visited this area, our home, then you already know. And everybody is flocking to Tennessee. So I think it's time to do this video and to update you on what's going on. So you know that I am from East Tennessee. Depending on which generation or which line you go through, I'm an East Tennessee girl going back as far as 5, 9 generations. It just depends on which family branch you're looking at. But I'm an East Tennessee girl, born and bred here, and so is my mama. Now my daddy is from out in West Tennessee, okay? But he's still a Tennessee boy. So, you know, I kind of feel like I can talk about this because this is my roots, and my roots. Now, so if you are following our journey, you know that we picked back up and we have moved our homestead back further closer to North Carolina, the Great Smoky Mountains. Okay, that's, you know, Knoxville, south of Knoxville towards the mountains in North Carolina. So that's the area in which so many of you are asking, that's where I live. This is home. This is my roots. And I am telling you right now, if you are trying to buy, sell, or refinance, or do anything particularly, probably around the country, but especially anything in this area, hold on to your granny britches because it might take you a while to get here. So where am I going with this? So we put our other homestead, which is beautiful, right up on the mountains and right on the mountaintop and a glorious view of the Tennessee Valley. You've been seeing that for many years with us. And I love, love, love the Cumberland Plateau. Don't get me wrong. It's gorgeous and it's close to home, but my roots are where I'm at now. But my point is, people are flocking to Tennessee, and not just Tennessee, East Tennessee. So no joke, we have a buyer, a wonderful couple that is buying our homestead. And in fact, we closed this week. We're finally at the end of the process. So many of you have been asking and asking and asking. We had multiple people try to buy our home very quickly. And it was a first come, first serve for those who were serious, obviously. And we literally got a contract and sold it in 24 hours. The thing is, it has taken a long process to get through that because the system is so bogged down, because so many people are trying to move to our area. Now, when you think about places that people are moving to, it's for different reasons. Climate is very important. People don't want to be in too hot or too cold. It's kind of like a middle ground for folks. They can get to different places easier. And I honestly think they like the idea that we're just a little bit more rugged around the edges than other places these days. The average closing in East Tennessee, in our area, I got this straight from the horse's mouth because our closing was taking forever. We weren't having any problems. It's just that the system was incredibly bogged down. There's so many people doing so many things with interest rates so good right now. The economy, even though we've had a rough year with COVID, the economy doing what it's doing, and people want to be where they can feel and can participate in a lifestyle where they have land available and freedom. So as our closing has progressed to the point where it's at now, there's nothing else to do. We're in the small waiting period, the 3-day waiting period that you have to be in before you close. And we're so excited, again, like I said, because the folks that bought the home, y'all, they're wonderful. Awesome people. But nonetheless, during the process, I spoke with, and my husband and I both spoke with, another banker. you know, someone we've known and someone that we personally trust and have known for a very long time. In fact, she's the vice president of the bank. And we said, what is going on? We know it's busy, but what? She said, y'all don't understand. She said the buying and selling and everything that's going on right now is twice as much as what we saw back in the boom, back in 2007 and 8 and whatnot. It is double time that. And a lot of places also have fewer employees because they had over the years kind of cut back. So you're looking at double the powerhouse want and need to do these things, fewer people to manage it. And most of all, she said the demand and the people that are coming here, she said it is incredible. So what it boils down to is East Tennessee is not just known for Go Big Orange. We're not just known for Gatlinburg and Dolly Parton and Davy Crockett and Kenny Chesney and the beautiful mountains here. We're known for the people, the rugged individuals that have been here for generations after generations, because we have such pride in who we are, where we're from, where we live, and what we are building for our own children. A lot of people want this opportunity now, and that is why they're choosing East Tennessee. So this is what I tell you, and I'm just passing the word. If you're looking to move to East Tennessee, depending on who you are, who you go through, and what you're doing, I have been told literally it can take up to 120 days right now to close on buying a home, buying or selling a home. That is how busy the market is, particularly in our area. I'm telling you, people love East Tennessee. We have a genuine heart and a genuine mind and a genuine grit that you can't find too many other places anymore. And I can tell you one more thing. We aren't letting it go anytime soon. Come on, Dolly. To close it out, first and foremost, I want to thank all of you for following our channel, supporting us incredibly as we have moved home. Thank you for loving our home. We love you too. To let you know what's going on and how busy it is. And to let you know that the folks that are taking over our former home are awesome. We wish them the best. And the final move on that is just right around the corner. This chapter is closed. We love you. Stay the course. More videos coming your way.
There's so many people who have farms that are left in their family for years, and they're moving back to them. And that's what people are doing. And they're starting their homesteads. And some people are just trying to move out and find a little piece of rural land. So if you thought you were going to get a better price by moving outside of Middle Tennessee and moving out, not so much, not anymore. Everybody wants their little piece of land these days. But if you need help making your decision, our friends at Farm Credit are amazing. And once you work with Farm Credit, you become a member. And every year they have something called patronage, where because you're a member, if they have a good year, they pass those savings on to you.
We're excited that for the fourth year in a row, Farm Credit Mid-America is able to return a portion of the profits it has made as a cooperative back to our customer owners. This year, $186 million is going back to customers in the form of patronage. In the last 4 years, this has been almost $500 million that's been returned to our customer owners. Considering the challenges of 2019 from a weather and markets perspective, the timing of patronage is really good. We hope that our customers are able to put this money to work in their operations to help them to be successful not only today, but into the future.
Hello, my name is Gene Garcia. I'm the Outreach Director for Adult and Teen Challenge Murfreesboro. Adult and Teen Challenge is an 8-month program with a 4-month mandatory re-entry. At this program, men are going to learn life coping skills through biblical principles. Our main objective of this program is not just to get someone off of drugs, but to teach them a whole new way of life. During this program, there'll be a work program that'll teach job acquisition support. There will be budget training, and there will also be church services that we'll go go-to weekly. If you would like to come to this program or got questions about the program, please call me. I could be reached at 615-624-7878. I could be emailed at gene@atctn.org. And our website for more information is atctn.org. Thank you and God bless you.
Do you love bacon? I mean, do you really love bacon? Who doesn't, right? The 3rd annual Murfreesboro Bacon Fest is coming up Saturday, September 10th. Admission and parking are free. The Bacon Festival will feature live music, food, and craft vendors. And did I say bacon? You can ride a mechanical hog ride, visit the Kids Zone with free inflatables. There will also be hourly raffles with great prizes and an opportunity to purchase Bacon Festival merchandise. And did I say bacon? Yeah. There will even be a bacon eating contest. Visit the 3rd annual Murfreesboro Bacon Festival Facebook page for all the details. Well, thank you, Leslie. I'm glad you like bacon too. And Suzanne and Mark and Regina and Cheryl, my cousin, is watching. And Tony is watching. And Angie. And, you guys here every day. And you share this on all your pages. Hey, we have a new app, Main Street Media Television. And I want you to go in and you can download it on your app and put it on your phone and you can follow us there. And you can also put it up on your Roku and your Fire Stick, and we can be right there on your smart TV every day. So we're just getting on with it. How about you guys? Well, there's some really cool things happening, including there is a brand new, I don't know if you guys are like me. I'm just going to admit it. I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I love me some Taylor Swift. Shake it off. I just love that. And she has got a brand new album coming out. It is New Stuff Tuesday. So October 21st, you can pre-order it now. Taylor Swift Midnights. And she put it on her Instagram page that she will join us at midnight there in October, and she'll join us. And that will be the day when you get her brand new CD. And it's all about being alone at midnight and how being by yourself at a certain time in your life affects you. And that's how she wrote it. She's always been very real, very raw about what she's feeling. And that little girl, so talented. And she came here talented and shares and, has her Hendersonville roots. Hey, let's take a look right now. Coming up Saturday, September 17th, concerts and crafts at Charlie Daniels Park in Mount Julia, Tennessee. There is going to be a fabulous show with live music and great food. And that is September 17th, so save the date. And there is an autumn celebration and open house that is coming up September 8th, 9th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You can find all that information on Facebook. Oh my gosh. He is here. I'm just going to play a little something because Tom Wopat is one of my dearest friends. I just adore him. I never get to see him nearly enough, but he just did not too long ago a very cool show called County Line. And I'm going to just talk like I talk to everybody. This is Tom Wopat being a badass.
People can disappear from around here.
We got a whole new breed of trouble.
Down on your knees and put your hands in the air.
Clint, you remember that place in Saigon that we got thrown out of?
That was Fredo's.
Fredo's.
Shut up!
Your county voted you out for a reason. Remember that.
How you doing, Dad?
I stay busy.
Got anything to do with those knuckles?
Got myself shaving.
Blackmail, corruption, the whole ball of wax. Well, I'm gonna find out what's going on in this county.
That would be unfortunate for everyone you love.
You choosing sides?
There was some trouble in York County last night. Clint's been shot.
You and Clint have carried each other through more wars and mayhem than any other people I know. So I'm asking you to carry him through this.
Got no badge. Got no authority.
What do you want, Alden?
I want that dog who shot my buddy.
Then do it.
You really going up there all by yourself? Well, Clint always had backup.
Yeah, well, I was at Clint.
Clint Thorne's my best friend. Somebody took a pot shot at him.
You're looking for trouble. I wouldn't be surprised by it. Most men enjoy their retirement.
Most men get to choose when to retire.
Don't go turning over stones you can't put back.
Well, you know me. My favorite hat.
We will crack the case. We're dealing with an entire organization. Well, if this is what the job is now, you can have it.
Who did it?
Welcome back to the party, pal.
All right, boys.
How hard is it to buy a new cell phone?
How hard is it to leave me alone?
I love it. I love it. Man, I'm just, you're not being zany, Tom, in this. You are a
No, and actually, since that one, I did 2 more movies, and I let my hair go your color. I thought it was so attractive on you that I figured I'd go with it.
See, people always tell me, they said, why don't you color your hair? And I'm going, you have a problem with what God's doing? I said, this is easy. This is
You look
my
beautiful.
Way. Thank you. Thank you.
welcome.
And as you do too.
Oh,
Tell
stop.
me, you're coming into town. Look
I
at
am.
you. You're kicking butt. And you are coming into town. You're going to be at Cooter's Place in Nashville Saturday and Sunday. What happens at Cooter's Place
what
whenever
they
you
do
come
is
to town?
actually they start lining up usually about 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and I show up about 11, having gotten over to the Waffle House for breakfast, and I sign autographs. We take pictures. We take pictures with the car that we developed there at Cooter's, so they get a nice 8x10, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, the fans for Dukes of Hazzard are unlike any other fans in the world. And we've been, it's become a cultural kind of a pop icon, and it's bizarre, but, I enjoy it, and the folks seem to enjoy it. And I keep making records for them and all kinds of stuff, and movies like this one.
Well, here's the crazy thing is too, and you did the theme song. They came back and asked you for County Line to come back and do the theme song, and you created a theme song for them.
Well, they didn't actually ask me originally. It says in the 3rd script, there's 3 installments. And the second one, we actually have video for now. I got a box of videos of DVRs and DVDs. And so for the second one, it's called County Line All In. And I deal with a woman who has replaced the guy in the next county over. That's interesting. And then for the third one, they showed in the script that I'm playing guitar at the end of the episode. And so I said, well, I should write something for it. And they're like, yeah, I suppose. I said, no, really, I can.
Changing the man right here.
Yeah, well, they said, look at the last episode of Justified. Have you watched Justified?
Oh yes. Oh, yes.
Smoking. And
oh my God, I love that show.
Who's the moonshiner at the end, and they take a shot, each of them, and he thinks he's poisoned himself, but she has committed suicide. She poisoned herself. It's just, all the hair on my body stands up. And at that point, the song starts, and I thought, I know those chords. I can do that. So I wrote a song, and actually it's going to be on the new record on A Simple Man that's going to come out later this year. But it's called County Line, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's a pretty good tune.
I got a little clip of you singing it.
Oh, did you get something from Country Rebel?
No, I got it from the last time you were you did a little promo for Cooter's Place.
Oh, okay.
When you were going to be in Pigeon Forge, and in the very room where you're sitting now. So I don't have to play it, but I want to talk to you for a while. I'm so glad to have you here live. But
it's good to be here.
So is there any admission charge to coming on Saturday and Sunday?
No, you just show up at Cooter's. And by the way, the Cooter's in Nashville has the best museum of all 3 stores. they've got some amazing things in there. They have a whole section that's a tribute to Waylon, which is just awesome. And
I saw a clip of you online, your reaction to Waylon and to the loss of Waylon. I loved him so much.
He's such a
And
good guy.
and that kind of talent. And he was, even though you really only saw his hands in that guitar and heard his voice, he was a big part of the Dukes of Hazzard, wasn't he?
Oh, sure. And then for a while, people were asking him to play the theme song on tour, and he was like a little ticked off that they didn't want to hear his other songs, and they were requesting that song. But then he went in the studio and recorded a version. I think you can make the case it's the last million-selling country single. And
Wow.
there he wrote the verse. He wrote another verse. My mama keeps asking me why she sees my hands and not my face on TV. And so he made reference to it. But no,
Wow.
we were good friends. I had him and his lovely bride over to the house for barbecue. I barbecued ribs for him back in Hollywood. And no, he was an interesting guy. And you can make the case that Waylon basically was kind of an introvert, but in an extremely extroverted business. And
I get that. I get that.
yeah, I think that probably contributed to his problems with substance abuse, which I'm no stranger to either. But
Hey, we talk about it a lot on this show. I mean, you couldn't be in New York in the 80s and not have been touched by it.
Oh, that was part of the social scene,
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun, but that's a long time ago.
Yeah, and it's that part. We do talk a lot about that on this show, and it is what it is, and that's why we got a lot of. And the recovery community in Nashville is really strong here because
that's great. Yeah,
we survived. We survived the 80s here.
Stuff and come out the other end of it is something to say. And I mean, you got to make the case that our experience of that helped make us what we are. And, I'm not ashamed. I mean, my kids are all hip to what I did and what I didn't do, and I'm cool with that. What's fun is being able to still connect with the fans.
Yeah.
And these things like at Cooter's this weekend, we'll get kids in there that are 4 and 5 and 10 years old, and
that's what if you look online, you can see these audiences. I mean, they're like little kids to old people.
Yeah,
and
we're on our 4th generation at least.
How do you explain the love of the people, and they just tie in, and it's as timeless as it always was?
To me, my reference to it is the Andy Griffith Show, where you had a set bunch of characters. There's no real super bad guy. I mean, Boss was trying to do what Boss was trying to do, and Roscoe was in cahoots with him. But when they got in trouble, we took care of them. And there's no cussing, there's no blood, there's no sex. And it's a family show. It's a family show with family situations that are humorous. And of course, in our case, we had the orange car, which was the ace in the hole.
It is. It's the orange car. So who is going to be there, and what time does it start and what time does it end? Saturday and Sunday this weekend?
Generally runs from like 11 to 4 or so. And it's going to be me. And I'm not sure if any of the other cast members are going to be there. But it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. And
it's always a good time.
I always get the guitar out and do a thing, play a song for you, stuff like that.
Oh, that's so cool. You gonna play something now?
Just a half a verse and a chorus.
Sure.
I am a simple man, and I sing a simple tune. Wish that I could see you once again across the room, Devin. Like the first time, I just want to hold you, don't want to hold you down. I hear what you're saying, and it's spinning my world around. But I can't make it alone. Anyway, it goes on and on.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool. It is cool.
It's a Graham Nash tune.
You still sing like you did when you were a teenager. Holy crap. How do you do that? How do you keep your voice like that? It's this sweet sound, this tone that is just, it's hard to hold on to. And you've done it.
It's my rough lifestyle that's kept me.
There's that. There is that. Well,
no, I have been domesticated. My third wife has held a pretty tight rein on me, and God bless her. She's done a great job.
Well, we're just glad that you are here and that you spent time with us today. We're going to close our show now, and I'm grateful to everybody who joined us. And we didn't get to any more comments because the comments, people just went nuts because you showed up and you're here. And
I figured it out.
You did. You did.
I figured out that I did have Chrome on my computer so that I could use this. Yeah, it's just the tech stuff drives me nuts.
I mean, people are saying hi, Don and Leslie giving the, claps, and people loving you. Just loving you.
Give them a big yeehaw for me.
Well,
Tom makes me feel old. I saw one of the comments.
You know what? The deal is when we realize we've been a part of pop culture. I mean, it hit me the other day. I mean, I'm going, my gosh, I was there for the first show.
Oh, yeah.
And then it occurs to you, it's like, wow. It's like being there for the first Andy Griffith show. I remember when I first moved to Nashville, and one of the first people I met was Doug Dillard. From the Dillard.
Man, good guy.
I know. And I went, oh my gosh. I'm meeting people that I watch, and it was very iconic. And I bet you get that feeling when these little kids come up wide-eyed and going, oh my gosh, you're him.
Well, it's either that or they're like, who's the old guy?
Oh, stop.
But once they hear my voice and they hear my spiel, it all works. We have a good time. We fist bump, and, we take pictures by the car, and they're all excited.
Oh, it's just brilliant. Well, we just want to invite everybody. Cooter's Place, Nashville. And we're going to close with a little, if you want to get an idea of what Cooter's Place is like, we're going to close with their commercial so you can see it and get a visual. But we'll
Evan,
close the show.
I'll see you this weekend, right?
Absolutely. I'm going to be there. And be safe, everybody. Be kind. And remember, most of all, you are loved.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Cooters in Music City. Yep, right here in Nashville, Tennessee. That store is probably our best museum. It's really something. It's got everything in there. Y'all, the Dukes of Hazzard was America's great family show, and we try to make Cooter's Place a wonderful family experience.
So from our family to yours, we hope we see you real soon.